The campaign season is here, and your vote can make a difference. Comcast brings you the candidates on demand right now.
I'm Jill Horner. This is Candidates on Demand. With me is Anna Little, the Republican candidate for the 6th Congressional District. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk a little bit about the 6th District and the areas that you want to represent.
Well, we begin in the southern end of my district with South Belmar, that is now called Lake Como. We go all the way up the shore, including Asbury Park, Neptune City, all the way up past Monmouth Beach and Seabright and Atlantic Highlands and Highlands. Highlands is my home. And we go all the way up to South Amboy and Sayreville, and then we cut over to New Brunswick and up to Piscataway. I think the northernmost area might be Dunellen, but we also have the township of Franklin, which is in Somerset County, and we have Plainfield, which is in Union County. So we span 4 counties.
So a very diverse district as well.
Yes, many of the issues that I'll be facing as a congressperson in Congressional District 6 is going to be a microcosm of every issue facing the nation, because our district is so diverse.
Let's talk a little bit about your background. You're currently a mayor. You were also a former freeholder.
That's right. Yeah, I'm a mayor right now in the borough of Highlands. I've been a mayor there for almost 3 years. Prior to that, I was a Monmouth County freeholder for 2 years in 2006 and 2007. And I'm proud to say my focus has always been on economic development and a vision for broadening the economy in my town and in the county. I've also worked a lot on transportation, and water transportation being, the most significant.
How do you hope to take this county and local experience and bring it to Washington?
Well, I believe I can take what I've learned and implement it almost immediately in Washington. Frankly, the issues that are facing America today, and therefore the people of Congressional District 6, are economic issues, and primarily people are looking for jobs. They want to see the economy moving again. I know that real estate, the market has pretty much come to a standstill, and that needs to be fixed with losing Fort Monmouth the way that we are in Congressional District 6. There are huge economic, far-reaching economic impact from that situation. So we need to work on those issues. And I think what I've done as a freeholder and what I've been doing in the borough of Highlands is going to translate directly over.
Now, you mentioned jobs and the economy as your top priorities. Let's talk a little bit about health care and some of the things that you would want to address in Congress.
Well, I think with health care, we have a solution right now that's been enacted that's extremely expensive and extremely intrusive, and I just think it's the wrong answer at the wrong time. I mean, there's $1 trillion of expense to even administer or implement this new health care law, and then there's just no protection of the patient, the doctor-patient privilege with regard to it. And I think also, we're having a problem with cost effectiveness and who's going to evaluate that, and that's just the scariest part of the whole thing. So while there is need for health care reform, I think we need to focus differently on a solution, and so I'm not supportive of the law as it exists today. I think we need to take a look at competition across state lines for not only health insurance providers, but also doctors and different healthcare providers, so that we're able to get treatment that we need for the specific illness. And it should be patient choice that drives that. Insurance coverage should be driven by the patient and by the doctor. And I don't think that non-doctors should have access to any of our private medical information. But most importantly, what this existing law fails to address is tort reform. And tort reform is probably the most important element of health care. We need to get the cost down. We need to make sure that when there is a frivolous lawsuit, that the punishment is extreme, and so therefore a deterrent for future frivolous lawsuits. But we also have to cap some of the judgments that might be available for any mistakes that doctors may make. I mean, the purpose of the doctor treating the patient is to save lives, and I do not believe that right now that the tort situation allows the doctor to focus on that. He's more concerned about his liability, and that drives costs way up.
Just some of the issues that you would hope to address, but we just have a short time left. Why should people vote for you?
Well, I'm a representative, and I've been asked to run for this office by the people of Congressional District 6. I just finished a primary on June 8th, running against the endorsed candidate, and the people are those that selected me. I want to represent the people in Washington. I think a little dose of the Jersey Shore is just what D.C. needs.
Thanks so much. We've been talking with Anna Little, the Republican candidate for the 6th Congressional District. I'm Jill Horner.